maybe we can start off with what is the application of data science in daily life.
Okay, so data science is, I think it covers every single aspect of our life. I'll give you some backstory, right? So if we consider our life is pretty much driven by communication, okay, let's imagine that. You can see that the communication mechanism from 1G network, which is pretty much pager. I'm sure that most of you have not seen a pager before. So pager is basically just sending signals and sending some very short text message. And then for the first G mobile phone, my dad used to have is the brick style, those very big handphone, and then second generations is the one that maybe your parents or my age is we are using, like Nokia phone, the one that you can play a bit of silly games like Snake, you can send SMS, and you can send very small MMS. That's the second generation smartphone. And then the third generation smartphone is the very first iPhone Steve Jobs have launched, and the rest is history, right? So now it's 4G, and every single generation you will have different types of application that comes out. Okay, so today everything that you do leave a digital trail, right? So let's say you go to Lazada or Shopee to buy something, they'll remember your preference. Based on this preference, that they can guess, well, whether you are male, you are female, your education level, your social economic status, and look at the amount of the money that you have spent. You can use it to build a profile yourself. And then the next thing is you probably go to YouTube, right? And then you go to YouTube knows that, oh, okay, this person loves K-pop. It will start to build a profile of you and then start to feed you with more information that is related to those things that you have been watching. Okay, keep pushing you those content that you like. And then later on you have a Grab, and then they will based on the supply and demand of the cars, supply and demand of the drivers and the passengers, to build the pricing model. They use that to decide, okay, which drivers or which delivery man will need to be dispatched to a particular area, and so on. So, and if you fly, and then AirAsia will use that to mark up, decide the ticket of the price. So every single thing from your food, your accommodations, your travel, your accommodations are pretty much driven and influenced by data.
Is data science and AI becoming like a must-have for graduate computer science students?
So this is something that I want you to think about, right? Based on, I mean, we have been chatting for about a good 45 minutes, and if we play a bit of a negation game, can you imagine some IT graduates in, let's say, probably not your batch, right? Probably in the next 3 to 5 years, someone graduated from IT, and it tells you like, oh, I don't know what's data, I don't know how to analyze data. For example, this would be as ridiculous as somebody who enter uni and then you tell your lecturers that I don't know how to use Excel. Right, so data science is probably the next generation of Excel, because everybody has learned Excel in some way, right? Even for me in high school, I've been using Excel to prepare some data, analyze some results or scorecards, for example, right? And I would say 60-70% of corporate people nowadays, they can use Excel pretty well. So the next level of it is a natural progressions and natural evolutions that, okay, now that everybody know Excel, what's next, right? So the next version of Excel, by the look of it, it should be data science. Probably not everybody is using Python, right? Because learning a language, it doesn't matter you're learning Python or learning Thai or Japanese. Learning a new language is not easy, but learning a new tools or learn how to use Excel, Power Query, and all the add-ons to increase your capabilities to analyze data and make you more valuable than your other colleagues, I think is the trend, is the future trends. And Microsoft will make Excel smarter as well in terms of those, but definitely not AI, because AI is just a concept. Basically, artificial intelligence is that you outsource your work to a machine. Okay, for example, right, when I was much younger, when I was your age, I can remember my house phone number, I can remember my best friend's phone number, I can remember all sort of numbers that I need to call. But nowadays I don't. Yeah, I outsource the memorizing work to my smartphone, right? So I only need to remember to bring power bank lah. If anything, I need to remember. Yeah. So same thing, right? So when Excel gets more powerful and things get more powerful, but it doesn't mean that I become dumber or I become stupider in the sense, right? But it's just that, okay, I don't have to memorize phone numbers now, so I can use that part of my brain to do something else. Yeah, so definitely.